Trump's True Crimes, Episode 54, Weather Sharpie Scandal. In September 2019, a minor hurricane was about to make landfall in Alabama. Trump made headlines for something far more bizarre than his usual Twitter outbursts. He presented a doctored map of the storm's projected path, using a Sharpie to alter the forecast. This strange act led to a whirlwind of controversy and accusations of tampering with federal documents. Why would the president alter a weather map? What did it mean for the credibility of NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and other agencies under the federal government's purview? The Sharpie scandal started with Trump's public insistence that Alabama would be affected by Hurricane Dorian, despite repeated assurances from meteorologists that it wouldn't. To further push the narrative, the president made an unprecedented decision to show a map during a press briefing. That map wasn't just any map. It had a conspicuous mark made with a Sharpie, extending the storm's path into Alabama. Critics were quick to point out that the altered map had the potential to confuse the public, make people unnecessarily panic, and even delay emergency response efforts. The whole debacle became a symbol of the Trump administration's penchant for misinformation. A hurricane, one of the most destructive natural events, became yet another political pawn in the president's hands. Beyond the controversy itself, the Sharpie scandal raised bigger questions about accountability. Trump's blatant manipulation of an official document was a stunning example of his disregard for established norms. It was a tactic designed to deflect blame, manipulate public perception, and sow doubt about the credibility of institutions that had long been considered trustworthy sources of information. As if the political fallout wasn't enough, this episode revealed troubling revelations about the broader climate of dishonesty within Trump's administration. The National Weather Service, a reputable scientific agency, was reportedly pressured to support the president's incorrect statement. When government agencies are forced to compromise their integrity in order to appease the whims of a sitting president, it erodes public trust in the very institutions that are meant to protect and inform citizens. The Sharpie scandal didn't just expose the president's disregard for factual accuracy, it highlighted a deeper issue that would come to define much of his presidency: an obsessive need to control the narrative at any cost. Trump's influence over federal agencies, especially during times of crisis, showed a tendency to manipulate facts for political gain, even if it meant endangering public safety. Fast forward to the aftermath. Trump's false claims led to congressional hearings, with lawmakers questioning NOAA officials about the ethics of the altered map. Despite these inquiries, no clear accountability was reached, and the scandal quietly faded from the media cycle. Yet, its implications lingered. Now, as we look at the broader context of Trump's administration and its relationship with facts, truth, and accountability, it's clear that this incident was far from an isolated moment of strange behavior. It was a reflection of a pattern of misleading the public, suppressing accurate information, and bending government institutions to serve personal interests. And with this scandal, we're reminded that in Trump's world, reality is often bent, reshaped, and manipulated to fit whatever narrative suits his political agenda, regardless of the consequences. Whether it's a hurricane, a weather map, or any other issue, the truth always seems to be secondary to the need to control and dominate the narrative. But what came next? How did Trump continue his assault on truth, facts, and integrity in the face of growing legal and political challenges? We'll explore that in the next episode. Stay tuned for episode 55, where we dive into the Charlottesville lies and the ongoing political battle Trump faced in the wake of the violent rally and his controversial comments. Next time on Trump's True Crimes, episode 55, Charlottesville Lies.